All right. Yeah, I see a happy with your birthday. Today is, I'll just get that out of the way first, I guess. It is actually my birthday today. I am the big 50 today. So I made it 50 years. That's good. If I can make it another 50, I'll be happy. I know, it's a lot to ask. But it's what I want for my birthday. So give it to me. Let's see here. That's it. That's it. As far as my birthday goes, that's really all I have to say about that. It is what it is, I guess. I could go on forever about being old and about time and all that kind of stuff. It's it's on my mind a lot lately, but I'm sure it's on a lot of people's minds all the time. I'm nothing special in that regard. Okay, that's enough about my birthday then. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to all of you. Whether it's your birthday or not, that's fine with me. I don't care. Happy birthday to you anyway. All right, what else is news today? Well, we've got these kids all lined up for their adoptions, which are going to be mostly the 21st and 22nd, with a slight possibility that one or more goes on the 27th. But in a nutshell, they're going to get their spays and neuters this week this coming week on the 14th. On the 14th, they'll get spays and neuters for everybody, including mom, all on the same day. And then they're so sweet. Look at you grooming your sister. That's so sweet. I also saw Lore in particular being like Maggie is with Eddie, where she was brushing up on the other kittens this morning waiting for breakfast, like where Maggie does that too, where if they're waiting for breakfast, especially with Eddie, Maggie will come up and headbutt him and rub on him and be all friendly. She'll do it with anybody if they let him, but mostly with Eddie because he does let. I saw Lore doing that this morning. It just reminded me of like little baby Maggie might have been. She's real social and friendly with her sibs, with all of her friends. Anyway, let's see, I interrupted myself. So they're getting spays and neuters on the 14th. They're mostly getting adopted 21st and 22nd. And then, this is unusual for us, I know, but we're planning on waiting until just about Christmas to ask for another mom cat. Circumstances, whatever, we don't know. Things, it's always up in the air. We never know how it's going to go until a mom cat arrives. Sometimes they show up early. But what we're hoping for is to wait until Christmas to ask for our next one. And yes, that does mean that there's going to be the better part of a month, maybe, a little bit more than a month even, where there are no mom cats here. There's no KittenAcademy cats here, just the faculty. But we will keep running the stream. The cameras will be on. You'll be able to watch us. You'll be able to watch the faculty. So the stream is not going anywhere. And we're not going away. The reason that we want to wait until Christmas to ask for our next mom cat is because, technically we are going away, but just on vacation. DJ loves to travel. That's her joy in life, is traveling, going places. And it's something that she's put off for a long time, as we've both had to put off things that we enjoy for the sake of getting her all the way through her medical training. And now that we're finally all the way through her medical training, I think it's time for us to start doing some of the things that we've been putting off that we really want to do. So DJ's got a real focus on travel, and she wants to go somewhere during her vacation in December, which is the week or two before Christmas. She wants to go and go somewhere. And she wants me to come with, which is a nice feeling that I still get invited on these things after all this time. So the point is, the reason that we're waiting for our mom cat is I want to set it up so that when we get a cat sitter, which I still have to go out looking for, when we get a cat sitter, they won't have to worry about this. They won't have to worry about having a mom cat in who's maybe pregnant. And maybe they don't even know how to deliver a kittens, or they don't feel comfortable with it. And I couldn't blame them for that. Or maybe they're not comfortable with having small kittens around, or maybe they're not comfortable being on camera. It's running KittenAcademy and trying to get someone in to keep an eye on the kittens is a big ask for just about anybody. Most people that are out there caring for cats aren't at the same time trying to be on camera on YouTube, or aren't, people that are out there doing pet sitting aren't necessarily pet sitting for tiny kittens. Like, that's a really rare thing to come up. So they may not have that skill set, and I think it just reduces our options quite a bit if we do have kittens here when we're trying to go somewhere. And I thought because these guys were going away at the end of this month, it just seemed like the right timing to wait for the mom cat so that we could travel, which that's the plan. So that's it. That's the whole thing. And as far as that goes, I mentioned this on Discord, but I know some of you that are on our Patreon aren't on our Discord. Patreon gives me the option to not bill for a month. And because they don't do all the billing on the same day anymore, they used to always do all the billing on the first of the month, but they don't do that anymore. Now I think they do billing whenever you sign up monthly. Instead of having it be like we turn off for one billing for the beginning of the month, what we do is we flip a switch and Patreon says we're not going to bill anybody for a month. Whenever that billing might come up. So it might be a little weird, the timing of when you don't get billed, but I didn't think that it was right for us to continue to let people pay on Patreon to take care of kittens when there's no kittens here to take care of. And I know already, a lot of people have written on the Discord to say, we want to keep donating because, you're going to have more kittens in, and we know, you maintain like a war chest, and you've got this money that comes in that gets spent on healthcare and stuff, and some people even said maybe you're not even caught up after all the health concerns that we had over the last year or so. A bunch of people said, well, I'd like to keep paying. I don't want to stop, and I understand that. I think that's really sweet and generous of you. Unfortunately, it's not fair for me to bill everybody because some of you are, nice enough to want to continue to donate. Even if all of you were, it still wouldn't. It wouldn't be the right thing. It doesn't feel right. So that's just the way that we're going to handle it. I would suggest that if you really feel like that money has to go somewhere this coming month, and again, I'm not going to turn it off until these kids go home. So you might still get billed between now and then. Whatever it is between you and Patreon. I would suggest that if it comes to that, you do want to have that money go somewhere, donate to your local shelter or to Dawes, the shelter that we work with in Connecticut. That's always a good way to do that. So, okay, that's it. That's enough talk about that. The big news beats are kittens are getting spayed this week. They're mostly going home 21st and 22nd, and we're not planning on having a new mom cat in until Christmas time. But we will still have the stream going until then. You'll be able to watch faculty and stuff. So that's it.